This game is not suitable for those who are easily disturbed. As you can read. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit warning.html. Yeah. Yes. What am I doing with my life? What? Oh, God. Thundy! Thundy, you owe me big time. I don't know why I'm doing this. I know why I'm doing this. It's because I said I would, and I try to be an honorable person, but it's not easy when it's something like this. Because, to be honest, one, I'm not really into this style of game. And two, I've already seen like 3 playthroughs, so I don't know how enjoyable this is going to be. Because I never expected I was going to play it, admittedly. Nonetheless, I'm going to do this. I'm going to see how much fun I can have. See if I can make it enjoyable for everybody else. Even though I really don't know that. Oh god, I'm going to think of voices for everybody. Oh. This is going to trash my voice. And I know if I end up taking a break, I'm not going to remember what voices I gave everybody. Because I can guarantee you I won't have it edited by the time I sit down and do this again. Hey! Oh, God. Now, I'm not going to be able to keep that up, am I? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I'll actually be able to keep that voice up. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. My neighborhood and good friend, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. This is when my dyslexia comes out just a bit when I'm reading English. And my speech impediment apparently. Good God, what is happening? Somebody spike my drink? Anybody? Anything to fess up to? Huh? No? Okay. Well, okay. My neighbor and good friends since we were children. Yeah, enough. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she, actually, that would be the opposite, because I'd be the one who was late, I will admit. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Okay. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. That sounded so wrong, excuse me.
I overslept again.
Oh god, what is this? This is not my strong suit! I don't do girls' voices well!
But I caught you this time.
Oh. Just kill me now. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You said like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Omega.
What is wrong with me right now? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. And I wouldn't blame you for not wanting to be around me because of the terrible voice I gave you.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to.
Is that English? Because I don't think so. Whatever you say, Sayori. Because I'm not saying much, apparently. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, we become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Omega, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Oh, we know where this is going. A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. That sounds more like me than you'd believe. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
And I'm just apparently just gonna sink into the ground a bit. That's... are you okay? Did your, like, elevator shoes break down? I've got some wrenches in the car. You need me to... Never mind. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just by getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. I wonder if this was targeted toward any specific audience.
Uh-huh. I was talking about, I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
I should probably bow out right now. Because I'm getting into some rough territory.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know?
That ain't creepy.
I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Thanks, I guess. I have a feeling that's a racial slur of some kind.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
I mean, this doesn't feel right already. Alright. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by... Why can't I talk? Ah! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Hey, I got 2 sentences out! Yay! Clubs. I'm just sitting at my desk. Nobody else in the classroom. Mile high. Oh, God. Maybe I shouldn't have done this after I ate caffeine. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Yeah, brah, that was some nice kush. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Yeah, I said that earlier, because it's kind of... I don't see a single other soul than you and me! I look around and realize that I'm the only one left... Oh, okay, I already read that.
I thought I kept you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in.
Yeah, you want some... I'm gonna stop that because that's getting a little creepy. Just a little bit!
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed!
Thanks. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know...
Know what?
Well, you could come to my club!
Sayori, don't ever give me that face again, because I think next time I might break it. Like a little porcelain doll.
Yeah?
I said don't give me that face again. There is no way I'm going to your club, especially after seeing that one face, because it has scarred me for life. And yes, I can see my own face up there, and that was... To me, that was creepy, so I just...
Oh, meanie!
What are you, a goldfish? I'm saying that face... That face, though! Just... Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh, boy. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature, because it's obvious that she doesn't read, apparently. Because, I mean, I totally speak English. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Okay, well, that's a legitimate reason. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President! That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be... Excuse me? I hope that didn't pick up on the recording. Is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, down, please.
I'm apparently gonna start floating now. Wait, say, did you rise or did I sink? Because it's the yeast you could do to tell me. Okay, enough loafing around. Why do you care so much anyway?
Well...
Is there something wrong with those two fingers? I don't know anybody who sits here and does... I don't know anybody who does that. It's just... I'm poking fun for the sake of poking fun, okay? Just to let everybody know. I know that this style of game doesn't have a lot in the way of animation or anything, and that it has a few frames that uses multiple times. So just keep in mind, I'm poking fun for the sake of poking fun. I'm not trying to criticize anybody.
I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. But I didn't tell you.
But you're coming with me anyway.
Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
They're delicious! Don't make promises you can't keep. You ever heard that old adage? I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Eh. I let out a long sigh. I feel better now. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Because I need that sugar fix!
Yeah, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Okay, yeah. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Wham! I'm adding all the effects here.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I don't have a pun for that. I thought I might, but I don't. So please ignore me. Eh? I glance around. Okay, I don't know what to think of that. Oh god, what voice is that? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. I didn't read that right, but it works. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy?
Oh god, am I seriously gonna give her that voice? I mean, it kind of fits. But I can't do that one very high without completely blowing out my voice in 10 minutes.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
Oh god, there's another one, right? Ah. I don't have anything else. So, I mean, I guess you just could talk the same as me then, because I have nothing else. So, I mean, I can, like, give you an accent. Oh, Mega, what a nice surprise. What was that? Welcome to the club. Dot, dot, dot. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay. And ones that apparently stand like statues for several minutes.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. I totally wasn't staring. Natsuki. No, that was wrong.
Huh.
Girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. At some point I will get the voices straight and actually be able to segment each one to be able to do that properly, but it's probably a few episodes away. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls, because for some reason she was standing behind me. Okay, even though I could see... Sayori, do you have a twin, or are you a ghoul? Okay.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. Always full of energy.
Sure.
And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Oh god. What was that? Oh god. Okay, what I need to figure out permanent voices for these. Because I can't do anything really deep and sultry. That sounds wrong. But because it immediately turns into my normal voice. Oh, I'm not saying anything, it's just I gets too close.
Like I can do something like this, maybe. Don't say things like that.
Oh god, I'm freaking myself out. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki, who are just bouncing off the walls with energy, even though they're standing completely still. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
It sounds like you really know Monica. Is that right?
Already know. I cannot talk. I don't know your voice.
That's right. It's great to see you again, Omega.
Wow, what the hell is wrong with me? I can't figure out... This is gonna bug me. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, and she apparently likes to hover in place. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Omega. I made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes! Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
And how about I make some tea as well? I'm a guy, so please excuse me for not being able to do voices. I can do weird voices, but I can't do girls' voices. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
That was a little better, I guess.
Ta-da! Woo!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute! Kawaii! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Yuri grabs the first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. There's so many. It's 360 exactly! Sorry. Natsuki is quiet. Yes, I can see. She looks breathless right now. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Just shove the entire thing in. I think I just hit my mic, sorry. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything while I sink into the ground.
Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. Not for you, you know, you dummy.
Alright. Jeez. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. For some reason, every time I hear something like that, I imagine everything just dropping and shattering. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Excuse me. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Yeah, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, you know... I believe you. This is when I would walk out. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, because I typically do music, admittedly. But I at least enjoy tea. Fair enough. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I totally wasn't blackmailed by Sayori with this demonic voice. Didn't happen. She totally didn't grow horns out of her head and everything. It's fine. Ignore I said anything. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically training for Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so I listened to the multi-layered demonic voice and came here. Is that alright with you? Me? That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. That's supposed to be her voice.
We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Because they really like teleporting and hovering in them. I think there are clubs just for that, so you should probably be the president of one of them. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
I don't know where to take that one.
If it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader!
Oh, hand-holding! Oh, okay. That joke's been done 1,000 times because, I mean, just ignore me. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Excuse me. Being in a wooden chair means you slip and slide. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way.
I'm starting to turn that into Natsuki for some reason.
Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature.
So basically, Natsuki and Monica's voice are the same, it's just Natsuki's is sharper, I guess, I don't know.
You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
She's just like the gremlin of the group now. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Omega, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, I mean, I'm into science fiction, mainly. Science fiction, some light fantasy. A little bit of poetry, maybe. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. And with that, her entire body appears along with it, because she was invisible before. It takes a very specific position crunched up in this little pretzel to turn invisible. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. And turns invisible again as she returns to that position. Again, just poking fun.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. I mean, you're gonna have to teach me how to read first, so... This could take a while. But... What am I saying? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering at this point, game. Thank you for echoing that. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
Favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Not bad.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. And then at some point I just drift into a deep slumber while she's talking. But you know... Oh.
But you know, I like a lot of things.
Stories with deep psychological elements usually immense me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination? You completely...
Huh? Oh. Anyway,
I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. It doesn't really grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with Rock. Hey, brother.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri.
No. I haven't figured out Monica's because all the others got used up.
Someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror.
Oh, okay, that's the one I can use for her.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes art over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What?
I don't think it came on the recording, but Luca just went, "Don't play that game, you weeb!" Excuse me just a second.
What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud! And give that back.
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Ziari sidles up behind Natsuki, puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
And I know Luca's spreading it around that I'm playing right now. I should have hit the offline button. I should have hit the offline button on Steam. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No. No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Excuse me. I need to stop drinking soda while recording.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I'm gonna sing. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
For some reason, this is reminding me of a voice somebody gave Flowey in Undertale. It's weird because I'm imagining Monica with Flowey's head. Why?
That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Omega?
No, not really. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Why am I even here? I never said I would join this club. Especially after that demon voice from Sayori. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm gonna sink into the ground. I'm sorry, I thought...
Huh. Omega!
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Yes, because I don't want them to sink all the way into the ground when they're so disappointed in me leaving. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Why? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Personal space! Personal space! Hey, yeah, my thoughts exactly. You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came in for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess. Bye!
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Omega, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
That did not fit. Excuse me. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Omega! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. I mean, it's the same direction. Ugh.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Yes, okay, fine, that's... I mean, good God. Oh, right. I'll just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Because it certainly hasn't happened that way yet. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I think this is the way this is going to work. I'm going to... Okay, hi. Not bad. The way this is probably going to work is every episode I'm going to get up to the point where I finish the poem and it moves on to the next day, but I'm going to cut it right there. Cliffhanger! I don't know. Oh, God. Okay. Well, I mean, the problem with this is I'm usually probably gonna divert more to words I tend to use in my writing. I will admit. So that's... Huh. I love me some milk. I admit, I love milk. Just... I'm practically addicted to this stuff. Broken. That explains me. Very well. Death, yes. See, I told you! The question. I have plenty of them. Contamination of my soul. I'm so glad this is a fantasy. This is a graveyard of dreams. I'm just... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm terribly confused, actually. Maybe I should have read that prompt. That might help. I love me some anime. Tone, that's a good one. Vivacious. Incongruent, that's a good word. Entropy. Wow, okay, it's... I guess. Universe. That's one of my favorites. But alright! I'm gonna leave it here for this episode, because I don't know if I'm going to do any more. This is... God. I don't know what to think yet. I'm trying to push everything I learned about this away to try and enjoy this as much as possible, but this isn't a game I can easily enjoy because it's just the general style. This just ain't something I'm into. Anyway, I probably will do another episode, but thank you everyone for watching. I will see you in that episode next time, whenever that happens. Just bye. I don't know anymore. Bye!